YouTube, how the fuck you guys doing? It's Roman with MCS, and it's been a little bit of a while since I came on a little voiceover and chat with you guys. Hope you guys are having a good holidays. And this is going to be episode 1 of our first MCS Cast. Most of our videos are recorded in a podcast setting. We just clip it into little segments. But starting this new year, we're going to be releasing a podcast every Friday. We're releasing this one on a Monday because admittedly I'm a little bit behind on editing it, but nonetheless expect a new podcast in your sub box every Friday. Originally when we started this YouTube channel, I was only reading One Piece. Can you believe that or not? But now I'm caught up on JJK, CHAINSAWMAN, DANDADAN, Gachiakuta, Kagurabachi, so expect a lot more variety and content in your sub box in the foreseeable future. But without further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, turn on a video game, got a long car ride, and just enjoy the podcast. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your holidays. Peace.
Like his artwork is like very simple, but like when he's drawing action panels, like the way this dude is able to convey movement through drawing is like it's probably the best to jump right now. I mean, I haven't read, maybe Kagurabachi may have it, but it's definitely the best to jump right now in my opinion. And yeah, the action panels are insane, and the creativity, like this is some of the stuff he does, like is it's top tier. It's top tier shit.
Have you read the Naruto manga?
What about Naruto?
Like, because I think that has some of the best action panels, like fight scenes, like better than Dragon Ball, like OG Dragon Ball. But a lot of people said that like Sakamoto Days is like on the level of that, or like surpasses that. Because I think Kagurabachi just has a cool, fluid, like double page spreads that I think are really cool.
Yeah, I've heard about the double page spreads with Kagurabachi. I've heard about that.
And the fight scenes are really good. I'm not gonna lie, they do flow really nice. Some of the individual panels are kind of like, kind of mid. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of, thrown together.
He has like just a few chapters that I've read. He has a same face syndrome like crazy. You know what I mean? That's like all his characters kind of look the same because like the way he draws faces.
Not as bad as
is it? Oda has that with the girls for sure. With the girls, with the dudes, with the male characters, it's pretty distinctive. But yeah, with the girls, we all know like everybody looks like Nami. Everybody looks like Nami.
Everybody looks like Nami, and
yeah.
The meme in Dragon Ball, like everybody looks the same, but they just have different hairstyles.
Yeah, it's like the eyes, like the Dragon Ball eyes, like it's just very distinctive. And it's hard to like differentiate characters. I mean, of course you can differentiate them, but like yeah, they do look the same.
But what about the actual like story of Sakamoto? Because I know you sent me some of the cover pages before that looked really
it's just
cool.
tough. I was just about to talk about that too. I love the Sakamoto cover pages. It's so hard. But no, okay, so Sakamoto's story, so I won't spoil, but like apart from like the last arc, Sakamoto's story is it's peak, not like crazy plot, good plot, but not like crazy plot. Don't expect like CHAINSAWMAN of a plot, but good plot, good villains, and the overall the grandness to it. Yeah, grandness is a good word. Like you'll fuck with it. You'll fuck with it for sure. Only thing this last arc is the only time I ever criticized Sakamoto.
Damn.
Just because the last arc is just it just don't feel like a last arc. It's not hitting like a last arc should, in my opinion. Now is it bad? No, but it's a lot of like characters like in here that we don't really care about. But other than that, like Sakamoto is very good. I will say, how far are you in the anime? Or did you catch up with the anime?
No, I'm only like 2 episodes in.
10 episodes in? Okay. So do you know, there's one thing that I've always criticized Sakamoto about. Now, does it make the story bad? No, but it's like a fan of characters. Like I gravitate towards characters with most of the series. It's just like the one flaw. He will literally have he would go arcs without showing like a main character doing anything. Like At some point, it's like it's just like Hunter actually. So if you think that's a bad thing,
Well,
uh,
Dandadan kind of did the same thing with Okarun, if you really think about it. Because Momo's, if you really think about it, she's kind of the main character. I mean,
yeah,
Okarun was kind of, for the last arc, the whole, airplane, um, what's,
oh yeah, no, I
Senko
know
being
you're
fucked
talking
up.
about cause he stayed. It was yeah when Momo and Okaran when they separated. Yeah, it was like basically, but
That was a long time.
Momo.
He was a long
Yeah,
time. He wasn't really there. If you really think about it, there's a lot of times in that series where he's kind of not there. Where a lot of the main characters aren't there.
yeah.
So that kind of is
Same with the other ones though. With Vamola, I forget how you say their name. Vamola or the glasses dude. Like they kind of just come and go
Katakuri.
sometimes.
Katakuri,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, Vimola, I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the coldest backstories I've seen. That that went
Oh
so
yeah,
hard.
bro.
That went
When
so hard in the manga. The panels with the pyramids.
you know what the best one for me is
What?
probably the cop. The fan
Zonka?
dude. I forget his name.
Zonka?
Yeah, like the cop one, and then oh
Yeah, the
man, when
cop
his
one was,
mom,
bro.
when his mom fucking took him to the like to the theme park for the last time, and she jumped in front of that train, my nigga.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god,
was
bro.
like, yo. I was like, yo. Dude, I forgot what the cop said, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta find it. I took a screenshot of it, bro, because he said one of the realest shit, like, in manga. I was like, oh shit, like, this is the real cop. Like, I was like, yo.
yeah.
I was
Because the
like,
way he looked at first, it looked like it looked like he was gonna be like one of them shit ass cops. And like,
like an
nah,
actual op.
that dude was real as hell, bro.
This
That
is the
shit was
type of
good, bro.
cop that, like, buys, like a car seat from the mom that don't got no money.
Yeah,
Like the type of cop that, like, plays basketball with the inner city kids. Like, this was the real ass cop. Like, no cap.
yeah. I'm looking it up right now. Dandadan 153. That was some boy. That is that was some good shit, bro.
Bro, that whole art, that whole art. That
Yeah,
was like a better Green Island. That was like a, that was like
bro.
a,
Even just like the way it's drawn, like they're eating the ice cream, they're smiling, and then bro, she just bites her fucking lip. Jump. She was trying to take him with them too, man. That's tough though, because Donald would do that sometimes, man. Like just like
no.
when when the family, because they did that with Ira's backstory. Like when it's struggling,
Oh
yeah, he loves
yeah,
that shit. Like the struggling mom shit. Like that's he goes to that to a, he goes with
with
that a lot,
with
and that's just
with,
real, man. That's just
with,
real.
with the ballerina.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That
dude.
was amazing anime, by the way.
Yeah,
Amazing
no,
anime.
dude. That dude, she is cold. She is, dude. That's like top 5 like demons, yokais, like in that series. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
like that was like, yo.
Was she like ripped apart her mouth? Like, oh man,
I'm trying to.
that was that was good stuff. I remember reading that because I got on Down to Down early. I'm so I always had to flex out like, yeah, well, I've been on this shit, man. But I remember reading that shit. I'm like, yeah, this is one of those series.
No, it's serious.
Really, from the first chapter, I was like, there's nothing else like this. The first chapter is one of the most insane first
Hey,
chapters you
yo,
ever read for any
dude, I'm
series.
looking through the screenshots, bro. The class rep, bro. Hey, yo, when she puts that hand up and grabs the mic, hey, hey, watch out.
Wait, which one? The class rep? Which one?
The class rep, she has like this like little
Oh
chibi.
no, that's the one. Yeah, but she has like that turtle form. It's not like not a turtle. Yeah, like when she starts singing. Yeah, that's the one that
Yeah,
sings, right?
bro. When she
Yeah,
put that hand in the air, watch out. When she put that hand in the air, watch out. Damn, I can't
yeah. I
find
fuck
it.
with all of them, man. Like her or the Lord of the Flies girl that they just like added to like the gang or whatever the gang. But yeah, like Gigi, Goat,
They're
like
all cold. Gigi is a goat. They're all cold though. Like they're all. It's kind of like One Piece. I'm just waiting for like the big end culmination. Like we're all here. Like what's the? I don't know. I feel like this shit can go on for a long time. Cause everybody
I do
comes
think so
back.
too. Yeah, they do come back, and I actually think fucking Tatsu, you can over Tatsu. I don't think he knew that Dandadan was going to be this successful because I remember he literally that chapter that you were talking about when the dude actually dropped like the name, like DANDADAN, like he dropped that in the series.
Yeah.
After that, he took like a 1 month break for research purposes. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's probably
he's locking in. He's
and he's
focused.
probably he's extending the story. Like I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's extending the story to go a bit longer. Which hey, that's what I want. That's what I want.
Because I love about Dandadan, where he's like, hey, this lore shit, this is pretty cool, right? We're just not gonna talk about it for like probably ever. But I didn't forget about it. Like, because we still got the Shadorians that are pulling up of Momoa's family. Still got them pulling up.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. And then we finally got, because I was waiting. Like, one thing I loved about Dandadan, it's so commendable. If you really think about it, there is no establishing foundation within the series. There's no Gotei 13. There's no Leaf Village.
Yeah.
There's none of that. And they didn't drop that till like chapter like 180 when Seiko got fucked up and those other.
When she got jumped, yeah.
When she got
they
jumped.
showed them what it is.
So we still got that, and then we still got the added lore between like Saint Germain that Seiko set in the hospital, and like that whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's still a lot of shit that is like I think past the whole Okarun and like Momo stuff, there's like a whole nother like level that the story can go to. Like
I mean, just to go on what you were saying, it's like past Momo Okarun, it's like there's a lot more. Like not even just the aliens, but now with the other people that. I don't know damn names, but the other people that was Seiko that was with them, that was helping her. I forget what they called themselves, but yeah, like it's definitely a lot more. He's definitely broadening the horizons of the series. Like it was because you could argue that Dandadan before that was just hey, we're finding aliens, hey, we're finding yokai, and that was good. We liked that, but I think he's really expanding it, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it for sure.
Here for it. I'm also here for the whole Okarun GG, because I don't know if you noticed in the manga where like GG has the Sasuke Tomo like outfit, and Okarun has like the Naruto spiral like outfit when they're like chilling, just like eating food. And like
no, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, there's a lot of like that's another reason why I like Dandadan. Like there's a lot of like references that he puts in. Like he put the Akira slide with Katakura. Like there's a lot of like little like shit that he does. Like he put like the little Spy Family, like the characters we're talking about, Spy Family, in Dandadan. But he does, that's like one like little like reference that he has been like consistent about. And if you really think about it, like Gigi is the prodigy that is like really cold, that like since day one. You don't really see it until like the first like major arc, because that arc is pretty long. Like that invasion arc, space invasion, whatever you want to call it, that arc is pretty long. But that's when you actually see the full potential of Gigi. And you don't see that from Okarun until the latest chapter, when he's actually able to manifest the sword, and you can actually see like, okay, that's a prodigy, and you can see the gap in the steps it takes to even get a basic level of spirit acquisition within the series. Because even Momo is an exception among exception between the aliens, yokai, Saint Germain. Like she's the one, but for a regular person to even get that point, like it's pretty difficult. And Gigi just had that like at the point, and he still has the spirit, Evil Eye too. So I think there's still a lot of dynamic within like that rivalry aspect that hasn't even been like realized yet. That I think still is building, like. Because you feel like in Naruto, you have that whole Sakura thing that's like pretty lame. Like I don't think it's even about that.
Damn. I gotta agree with you. I mean, when we first see Gigi, he was kind of like the love rival with Momo, and it's like because I didn't when I first saw that I was like, nah, get out of here, man. This is Okuran's girl, right?
Yeah.
And no, but Gigi ended up being like really cool. And then of course when they fought, he got the evil eye. I mean, yeah, him and yeah, evil eye kept wanting to fight fucking Okuran. And so it is like a friendly rivalry. But I think we've seen plenty of times where Gigi's literally saved Okuran's life. As in that arc, he saved Momo and Okuran's life. So it's a rivalry, but it's not like it's a friendly rivalry, but definitely a rivalry, like you're saying. And yeah, I would agree. I would agree. He is more leaning towards Sasuke, just with the natural talent that he has, the build that he has. You know, he has that just athleticism going for him. Whereas Okuran, up until recently, didn't really have that. Now he is pretty athletic, apparently, you know, with that training. But it definitely does give off that vibe for sure.
I think I think where this prediction, where this is going, I think Turbo Granny is gonna like, because Turbo Granny always has been saying that it's not just my power in you, like you have to have the natural ability within yourself to also tap into my power. That's why Gigi is powerful with the evil eye. And I think that maybe that she can start training Okuron to start having some of Turbo Granny that's still inside of him, that he's like kind of displayed, just running around tanking, like, because he tanked the six organ technique. Like he's able to just to eat that now. That's no longer effective. The Sephorians are no longer a threat. If you kind of think about it, they have to run away. But
they did run away. Yeah.
But I think that if he can tap into her speed and still be Okurin, like I think he can kind of have like a kind of close the gap between Gigi and not be dependent on that.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I mean, I do agree. I think that's gonna happen. I feel like he has to do that now. I mean, would I like to see him just like him and Turbo Granny like reunite like that? You know, he just gets those powers back. Yeah, but I feel like it's definitely up to where he's not too reliant on that.
Yeah,
and you know we've been seeing it with manifesting the staff or whatever, sword or whatever, and I'm just saying I'm really happy for my guy Okuran, you know, not being so dependent on that, and see where it goes, and hopefully not with just Okuran. I hope Momo gets her stuff back too. I mean, because
she did last chapter.
219.
Yeah, she had the bubble.
Oh yeah, she did. Yep, yeah, I see it. I need her to get back to you know, where she was, you know, previously.
Yeah.
Because she was really good with those powers.
She really was. She was I don't know. I feel like everything is. I feel like she hasn't fully realized. I feel like when she gets past this whole like weird shit, like who am I? When she like finally gets back to like where she was, I feel like she's gonna surpass that.
I just really hope that it's not like too much more of, hey, let's get everything back to normal. Because I feel like the last arc, and even with this arc, it's like, hey, Momo's looking tiny dwarf, so she can't really interact or help out like she normally would. And then she comes back now, she's, you know, she has amnesia. She doesn't even know anybody. And
yeah.
It's like just such a slow, like, hey, let's get everything. It feels like One Piece with fucking with when the crew split for like literally like 2 arcs. So, like, yeah, and Dressrosa they split, and then we had Zoe, and then we had Kick, and they finally got back together in Wano. Like, it kind of feels like that a little bit. We're just trying to get everything to just mold back together. But when it does happen, I know it's gonna hit. Because I just get at that.
Forgot you've been reading this shit weekly. I just got caught up like maybe like 8 chapters ago.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, it's
you don't know the feeling, bro.
Yeah. So it's like, damn. I really thought about like, damn, like, cause that board game arc was kind of a minute ago.
Yeah.
That was kind of a while ago, because these arcs are pretty long. It's not like like a 15 chapter, 20 chapter We're in a saga right now. If you really think about it, like the whole Golden Ball saga that ended with the
That's over.
movie.
Yeah,
That was
that's over.
160 chapter saga. Now we're in this Tiny Momo saga, fucking Amnesia saga.
Yeah, like,
So
and I'm not saying it's dragging because it's not.
it's
Like,
not.
I'm not like, man, just get this shit over with. Like, nah, like I'm enjoying what I'm reading, but I do want to see, like, I just want to see them get back together. Like,
Dude,
get everything back to where it needs to be. Where it needs to be.
dude, that panel when she disappeared, that hit so hard. I'm not gonna lie, that hit
Which panel? When Momo disappeared?
when she was like looking at the fields because it was like a domain expansion was inside of a domain expansion. Like it was an empty space inside of an empty space. But when it finally like broke and she's inside that cornfield and it's not the Japanese whatever, excuse me, YouTube, but she's like crying in the field. It's like no, like I'm about to disappear.
Oh, she's like, yeah, when she's by herself. Or,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
damn. Oh, like, yo.
That was like, one thing I love about DANDADAN is even with that chapter, it's like, we get that little moment, but then it goes like literally like yeah, it goes like the other half of the chapter is like just no words. Like he's just showing stuff without any dialogue. And you know what's going on. Like he does there's one chapter now that during the when it's like the big alien war, like they all came to attack the city. There's literally one chapter with just like zero words. Just all drawing, all shit in it. And it flows really well. He does that a lot with his backstories too. I mean, famously, the Ira one, and even the one we was just talking about, yeah, like the Zora one with the cop, yeah,
No,
like
the Vimola
a lot
one.
of it.
That one where it's just like, there's no words. It's like, I think it's like 3 or 4 pages where it's Vimola, like, it's the other raiders. You don't even know they're like old grannies. They're just like in the they're just shooting,
Yeah,
and they grab her, and then you see like the giant like invasion and like the pyramids trying to lift off, and then Fioma crying. I was like, bro, like this, dude, you can't. Oh, man, that shit was peak.
he conveys a lot through his art. Like he sometimes he just lets his art do the talking, and I do like that. I like that. Especially like in what you were just saying, because I'm looking at it right now when Mo was in that cornfield crying. Literally after that, like from chapter 8 to 26, like not a single word, not a single word. Okay, there's words right here. There's some words right here. For the most part, not a single word, not a single word. Just straight drawing, and I fuck with that.
No, I fuck with that because that shit does hit. It kind of reminds me of Fujimoto and Chainsaw Man, where they're just kind of all the words in chapters. And
yeah, sometimes yes, Fuji does that too. Like he'll just
Berserk.
sometimes he'll just I can see the episode too. Sometimes yeah, just let the art do the talking, man. No, we appreciate that. I'm not a dialogue hater. I read Hunter x Hunter. I know dialogue, right? I value
Hey,
dialogue, but
JJK
like
too. Hey, that shit is kind of ridiculous too. Like,
yeah, right.
being real.
So yeah, like dialogue is not a problem with me, but sometimes just letting the art do the talking. That's something that I really appreciate for sure.
I think that goes into there's a few mangaka that can do that can transition, because you think about like in movies and shows there'll be minutes where there's not dialogue, or there'll be dialogue but it's not audible, but I think to like direct, like to compromise, to like set up the middle ground, foreground, the shots that you're visualizing, thinking of, and then to compromise that to have that flow to where like there's like no breaks and shit, to where like you don't need explanation to explain what the fuck is going on. Like I think there's only like a handful of people that can really. A Vagabond is like that too.
Yeah.
To where like like the art, you got to be a talented artist and you got to have to direct and compromise that. So I think there's only like a handful of people that can really do that. But
do that like really effectively. Yeah.
Really effectively, yeah, and hit that hope. But I think those two are definitely up there. Chainsaw Man Part 2 doesn't really do that as much as Part 1.
Yeah, way more prevalent part one. Way more prevalent part one for sure.
Because I think there's just way more talent in terms of like the artists to really pull that off.
Yeah, I agree. Just always going back. Even and I do want to say this with part two, Chainsaw Man. Like, if you go back, like early Chainsaw Man, like the early, like when it first starts, it's like really good art. Like it's like part one, but eventually it starts to like fall off. It does become very noticeable.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder if he started with like a couple editors at least.
Yeah.
And then he just eventually I don't even know if he has one now. I think it's just, but no, it can't just be him.
There's no way.
It's probably just like a really small team now.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the early part one is beautiful. Like,
yeah,
if you just go back and look at it, it's beautiful.
All of part one is beautiful.
I mean, early part two. But all of part one's yeah.
Is honestly some of the best, not the best that I've seen, but it's up there. I think that's probably why I still hold part one in my top three, because I look, you gotta separate it. If I gotta like, because I have like Naruto in my top 10, but not Shippuden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta like,
separate it.
Gotta separate it. Like part one is like through and through, because I didn't read it weekly. I just read it like just like all like that. That shit was like, what the fuck. Like, I don't know if I could like even part two, like, because where did I get caught up?
Caught up in what?
In Chainsaw Man part two, because I waited a while. I think I waited like 6 or 8 months to read part two. And I was just like, because I got spoiled. I was like, bro, I was like, what is that? I was like, what the fuck is that? I just like read it all the way through, but I think part one's still just, it's I don't know, it's up there, bro.
Yeah, no, part one's a masterpiece, man. I think we said that before. Part one is just from start to finish, it's just so consistent through and through. I always say about this with part two, there's just moments where you feel like the story is just like not going anywhere. There's definitely moments where you feel like the story is like just he's just putting shit on the screen.
A chapter
like sometimes.
in the series.
Yeah, and you just don't get that in part one. But Fuji said himself, like he had part one like in his mind for like a long time before he even started it. So I think that's why it flows so well. Like he had that ready to go. Like he just needed a team, and they made it happen.
Got the Infinity Gauntlet and said, "All right, like this is it."
It made that shit happen.
But I think I'd have to reread part two once it's like all the way finished.
I agree. I think I'm gonna do that too.
And
I've really been wanting to reread part two because, like I've said it before plenty of times, I do think early part two just did like a masterful job with establishing Asa and Yoru. So I've been wanting just reread that just to get that feeling again because he did his thing with those two. Like he really did his thing.
I also think the character development in Denji with the recoil of being Chainsaw Man and the constant reminder like you can't do this. Like he literally lost his body, got dismembered and shit. Like that's as low as you're gonna get. Besides like Guts, like that's like as lowest of MC that I've seen. Like just I liked part one for the plot and everything, but the actual like honing in and focusing on like the two main, like obviously Yoru and Asa and Denji, those three together, but really focusing on those three, like I think there's just a better. Part two probably is better, but part one is probably just more lit. I don't know.
I mean, I always say that. Like I told you that when I was texting you first about it. It's like, damn, bro. Like sometimes I just wish Power was here. Sometimes I wish Aki was here. Sometimes I wish my nigga Kishibe or Kobeni, like,
bro, at least Kishibe, because like our Quan, like where are they at? You know what I'm saying? Like
Quan, she's in part two, but she's not really like the focus.
He
No, who I
is.
really fucked with in part 2 is Yoshida, the octopus dude. So when he died, it was like, oh man, another one bites at us.
Dude,
Another
I
one
was
bites at
just
us,
like,
you know?
bro, like, why are you, like, he said, I'm the switch. I mean, he did. I mean, he was. I mean,
Yeah.
can't lie. He did flip the
Typical
switch.
typical Fuji fashion, something Fuji would do.
Dude, I was so pissed. I was just like, all right, bro. Like, it was just like, I can't get attached to nobody. It seems like I don't even know what
Oh yeah, you can't do that. Not a Chainsaw Man, no sir, no sir.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I was thinking.
Even with Naruto, man, like I was really becoming like I was really a fan of the Denji and Naruto relationship, man. You know,
Dog.
Fuji go Fuji. He going Fuji.
Bro, but like how like just in the sushi, bro, like come on out, bro, like that's diabolical. I would
Crazy
and then
work.
dude,
It's
and then
crazy
how
work.
she died like in the middle of the street, bro, and then man, that
Well, no, because I remember because he had it on like a limbo. I remember Denji got like captured and they worked on his body and they're like, oh well, we know where Naja is, where they took her. We don't know if she's still alive, but there's a chance. So he had it like it's like a whole no bar thing, but in this case, and the bar would have died. Yeah, but like it's like, oh, there's a chance she's alive, and it was like no.
no.
And do I like how he did that? You know, sometimes I'm on and off the fence about it. It made for a good shock factor when we actually saw that panel,
Yeah.
but overall, man, I'm just like, I feel like there could have been more with him and Naita. I really do.
How much more if you really think about it?
Because that was like his main motivation. Like obviously going to school and having like the good life, like he always talks about. Naito was like a big part of it, man. And when she died, it really did feel like, yeah, Denji was alone again, and he kind of felt that. And I was like, man, like,
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna
maybe just
respond
keep
to
her
that.
alive. Give him something, please.
I want to respond to that. He's about to real quick. Hold up.
Sarah, you listen. Jeez, bro. Just go to sleep, bro. Some ice cream. What are you doing?
All right. What I was gonna say is, I feel like Naito, her death was kind of like Ace, a necessary death, because like I feel like that whole saga, most of part two, was Denji trying to balance the life between Chainsaw Man and Denji, and I feel like that was the ultimate. I feel like she just had to go for him to kind of realize that, and for that plot line to kind of finish through.
Was Ace a necessary though?
Yeah, because his character from that point was, am I worthy to be alive? Like, is my existence from being from does the sins of the father follow the son? And by me just existing, should I not exist because of what my father did? And seeing everybody pull up, all 12 commanders, all those people fighting for his life, at that point he kind of everything that he did in his life, even from being a pirate, from him trying to kill Luffy, treating him like shit, was him rebelling against that. Hearing, being inside of a bar, people don't even know he's Roger's kid, but just hearing about his name and shit, and about what the world government did to even just remove his death, just to prevent his birth, on all these islands and shit, and everything to his life kind of made up to that point. It's like, yeah, like I do deserve to live. like I do deserve to be here. But that he realized that at his, it took him to that, because even Blackbeard even told him, it's like, dude, like trying to, he had said something like directly, it's like, yo, like, because Blackbeard had asked him, he was like, do you like be a commander? He was like, no, like I'll never do that. He's like, trying to live life your own way in this world will only get you killed, it'll only get you so far. And it got him to that platform. Like that's what led to his, him being captured. So from him seeing that in that moment, with him just like breaking down, like crying, and all those people like, validating his existence from all those years, his character was done.
Yeah.
Was sealed. Death didn't he did. That's why he turned his back against Akainu. Like against Akainu. Like he was, it didn't matter if he lived or died in his eyes. Like his life was fulfilled. So he had to die. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So yes, he was a necessary death. Like yes, for sure. Like him getting on that boat and surviving would feel lame as fuck.
You explained that very well. I'm kind of convinced. You kind of convinced me. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. You convinced me. Yeah, I think it was probably good best of this. I don't know. Like the only contention I have is that he made Sabo. If he didn't make Sabo, I really wouldn't have had these contentions.
But I feel like,
but back to, you explained that very well. Yeah.
But back to like Naruto though. Like I feel like it's the same effect though. Like that whole arc with Denji. And then the entire point of like part one, between him getting recognition between others, like society. I mean, that was the whole, Santa Claus and Hell arc, whereas the whole world realizing like, hey, Chainsaw Man is in Japan. Like, let's go get this nigga. And he just kept on going because it was this whole, it was all about Denji. It didn't matter about his whole outside life and about his friends that he didn't realize that he had, because it meant like, I feel like part two was part one was about like realizing like we all want the simple things in life, and part two is about realizing like there's more to life than just the sex, the food, the money, the bitches. Like, we may want that on the outside, but Denji didn't realize until he lost Nagita. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he would have realized that. He even lost his body, and he still didn't get the fucking point. So I think he really had to, like, lose her. I think she just had to die. Same thing as Ace.
See, the Ace point, I'm right there with you, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like there was just more of a Nagita. Maybe if he would have done the death, I'll say this: if you would have done the death just a little bit better, maybe I would have been like, okay, she had to die. But I don't know.
I feel like you would have a different look at it differently if you weren't reading it weekly. If you like went back and just like read it through.
Maybe, and yeah, I guess Fuji's just really banking on yeah, it's Asa and Denji. Like, it's supposed to just be Asa and Denji. No Naruto, nothing in between that. This is the one that, this is the one for you, I guess. But,
But do you think Denji could have gotten over that arc, that hurdle, if she didn't, of balancing between Chainsaw Man and Denji and and trying to have his cake and eat it too? Because that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to, like, get the love from the world of the Chainsaw Man church, but still affecting the other people around him, not just Naita, but Asa, really everybody, even Fami. We didn't know she was cosplaying Death at the time. We didn't know who the fuck she was.
Yeah.
But he was really putting everybody at danger for the sake of himself and the benefits that came with. Do you think that he would have not have realized that if she didn't die, like the most precious thing, which is kind of just like taken from him in that fashion?
though I think he would have realized that even without that happening. I mean, there's always something else that could happen. I mean, this is Chainsaw Man. Something else could happen. I just feel like, did it have to be Nayuta? Did it have to be like just the one thing he had in his life?
What other characters do we have?
He's. I think I'm just like on the side of damn. My nigga has lost so much, and Nayuta was like the one like leftover that he had, and for her to go out like that. I mean, yeah, that's the Fuji way, and I don't know. I just really wish we would have got to spend more time with them. And really, I'll say this: I think what you're saying is a very valid argument. I think I'm more myself. What I'm frustrated about is that I just wish we would have got to see more of them. Like I really do think I would like to see Naruto explore more as a character,
Okay,
or not even just Naruto, just like their relationship. Explain more before she goes out like that.
I wanted more of Nine, more than their relationship, because I feel like I got enough of that reading that. I feel like I didn't need to see any more of them, but I feel like I did want to see more of Nine. So while, like, maybe not, I feel like we should have gotten more before she died. Like while Denji was, like how we got kind of like a split between Asa and Denji, where Denji wasn't really the main focus. I do wish we got more of Nagisa before she died, not just continue this on, because I do think she did need to go. I don't think we could have kept her in this final battle. You know what I'm saying? Do you think like that's gonna add to the story, or that's
the control that we gotta remember that is the control devil. I mean, she could have definitely done some shit. She could have definitely done some shit. Now that she had to be full blown Makua, she could have definitely done some shit. That is the control devil.
But I think that would have taken from.
But I was just about to say that it probably would have taken from the whole just like the Denji Yasa thing. It definitely would have. I can't deny that. It probably definitely would have.
And Denji Man,